Welcome back to PH.d TV, and today's gonna be the last part 4, to my fragrance collection. First up, we have Curve by Claiborne for men. Now, if you're a 90s baby like I am, there's no way that you don't have a soft spot for this. In 1996, the year that this was born and the year that this was born, it was a legendary year. This is just a great scent for in general use, in general this, in general that. I actually ended up thinking of my best friend Connor. He's in the military right now. Back when we were growing up, he used to have this fragrance. I didn't know what it was until I eventually actually snuck off and tried to figure out what he was wearing. I thought he was wearing something of his dad's. Nope, Curve by Claiborne. Now, if I'm just hanging around the house, this is my favorite thing to wear. It's light, it's airy, it's aromatic, it's very easy to please. Ironically, I wore this one time and my fiance, while we were snuggling on the couch, said, "You smell like my brother." And I said, "Which one?" She got so mad at me. But this is an incredible scent. I think it's just, there's no way no man could not like this. And I know I say cologne generically, like this fragrance is a cologne, like, hey, this is a great cologne, that's a great cologne, that's a great cologne, these are great colognes. The majority of what I have is either parfums, eau de parfum, or eau de toilette. And I will be having a video in the future about what the differences are in those, because it's all about oil concentration, whereas this is literally a cologne. Yep, eau de cologne. There it is. So this is a very light, inoffensive. This is not gonna carry as much as you would expect with a parfum or eau de toilette, but if you're just wearing around the house, you're just going over your buddy's house to chill, if you're just going over your girl's house to say, hey girl, then this is gonna be easy. This is a very easy fragrance. End of story. And what's great, the age diversity is fantastic. You can be 12 and you can be 80 and still feel like you're wearing something just fine. And something that makes this, if you wanna have a comparison, if you've never smelled it, Calvin Klein Eternity and Curve, they're in that same bloodline of DNA. Not the exact same, but in my opinion, one makes me think of the other. I'm not saying they're identical, one just makes me think of the other. The next one we got is Nautica Life. This is such a good smell. If you ask me, I think Nautica does a bang up job with their colognes. I think they're always fresh, they're always out of the shower worthy. I always feel like you are ready to move with them at all times. They're very versatile in how they smell. For the summer, but in the summer, you're perfectly good with Nautica cologne. Now the thing about Nautica Life, I actually kind of picked on it when it came down to my 5 tips on applying fragrances video. I said you had to apply about 15 squirts of this to get any longevity out of it, which is basically true. Nautica Life, Nautica makes great scents that don't last very long, except for this guy. But as I said, don't they give good bang up scents though? This, in my memory, as I said in a prior video, they say the best way to access memory is through smell. Go straight to the senses. And this makes me think of my very first cologne, which granted, I have not smelled in years, so bear with me. But it makes me think of my first cologne, which was Polo Blue Sport. Little blue bottle, that may not be what it's called, but I'll put a picture up as a reference. This is what this makes me think of. And what's also really good about Nautica colognes is that I got this for 10 bucks at a TJ Maxx for a 3.4 ounce, which is the average size you typically get, and it lasts me a hot minute, especially for having to spray 15 squirts a time. That's not that bad. It's a good fragrance. If I found it for 10 bucks again, I might get it, but I don't know if I'll ever be like jumping at the core to get it again. But if it was 10 bucks or less, it's worth a grab for someone who has never had it before. Give it a shot. Now this one, please don't make fun of me. I will explain it. This is 7 Intense from Eon Productions 007. Yes, it is a James Bond cologne. Have to admit, it does have a pretty cool atomizer. It does smell good, to be fair. But the reason I have this is because I was on FragranceNet one time and I was like 10 bucks away from getting free shipping. And you know, we'll spend 100 bucks, but we ain't gonna pay for that $10 shipping. So I got this for 10 bucks and got free shipping. And you know, it's not that bad if I'm being completely honest. It's not that bad. This is a great winter, end of the night type scent for at home. If you're going out to eat in wintertime and you want to be noticed, you want to be smelled as something sexy, something appealing, something that's gonna stand out and make the women woo, not your man. This is a great end of the night fragrance for after you get out of the shower and you still got a few hours to do. Maybe you got some work to do. Maybe you're gonna snuggle up with your lady at the end of the night. This is that kind of scent where it's at end of the night, no one but you and your special someone or whoever it is gonna smell it. Very basic, very inoffensive, and again, it was only 10 or 12 bucks on fragrancenet.com and I'm getting some use out of it, but I'm probably never gonna buy this again. But if you are in that situation where you just need to spend a few more bucks to get free shipping on that website, I would say give this a shot. You may or may not be disappointed, but it will be nice to have that free shipping, and this isn't a bad option to play with. This is Uomo by Zegna. Now this one is probably my most recent to the collection. As I said, I've won a bunch of these over the course of the last year, few months. You know, during 2020 quarantine, you just enter fragrance competitions and you just kind of hope for the best. Not much else to do. This was one of them. And I've seen this in TJ Maxx's before, I've seen this in Ross. So it's a well-known fragrance for the most part, and it doesn't smell bad. Don't get me wrong, it does not smell bad. It is a very citrus, woody, you are gonna get this very summertime vibe to it. It just screams summer. It says fresh, it says smell me. Just kind of have that older man, daddy issue type smell to it, but it's clean. You will have that nice, clean smell, and it's very user-friendly. I would say, actually, my biggest complaint is that the performance sucks. It's a great skin scent, don't get me wrong. But again, if I'm gonna wear cologne, I want people to be able to notice. That's why we wear it. If I didn't want people to notice how I smelled, I would not wear cologne. I would not wear a fragrance. This dies approximately 20 minutes after you put it on. At least on my skin. Your skin chemistry may be different. People with oily skin tend to get away with a lot of things a lot better. I don't have the world's oiliest skin, so I drink fragrances up pretty quickly. But I can tell that this may be a solid house, that this may be a good designer scent or niche or whatever kind of scent this may be. But it just didn't impress me. I think I kind of figured out why you can probably find this for the $15, $20 range in most discount stores, because I just don't see someone paying even $30 to $40 for this. I would go as far to say someone might be ripped off if they spend that much on this. But as I said, if you want something for an end of the night type scent, this is gonna be a great option for you. For summer, but hopefully you're going to bed pretty soon after that, because you're not gonna get much use out of this after that. And that is my fragrance collection at this point in time. Thank you for watching this little series. Make sure you subscribe right there, and I will be keeping everyone updated when I get more fragrances. I can do individual reviews, maybe go into more depth with them. If you would like to see any reviews of any of the fragrances in my collection that you have seen out of any of these last 4 parts, be sure to comment down below, and I'll see what I can do on a more genuine one-on-one review. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good, safe one, and be careful out there in the world as it is today. I'll see you next time.